hit the button and then I realized I haven't actually made out posts for today yet. I gotta do that. I remember that after the fact. Just one sec. I like started doing it, and then like that was enough to make me think that I already did it. Thankfully, I've done this so damn much. It's quick. Is everything working? Yes, it is. All right. I don't like hitting the button until I know that for sure too. All right. So, all right. Actually, I am back working on this bit. So the reverse shot I was going to work on doing. Still feel like I'm going to have to move her. Oops. Because if I have a camera coming through here and using him as a turn spot, even if I turn, she's not going to be very visible for very long. So I think I'm going to... Yeah, her loaf looks fine. It's a little broken, but that's fine. Move her down a little bit. And take that shotgun and stuff here. Like that. Maybe like that. Guten Nacht zu you too. Let's... I guess it's night. Let me put these under actor, because these are technically actor props. I want to make sure that they're not separated. Okay. So I have that. If I do this, I can definitely... So let's see. Okay, so if I go through like this, and I don't think I can churn from there, but I probably want to make this look like it was another defense spot, but taken out. No, let's not worry about Aish. She is safe. Yeah, actually, I don't need these locked. So these are going to be... Oof, I forgot that that is scaled, though. Our scale... Wait a second. Oh, no, that's the right scale. I have that. Never mind. Never mind. Just have to tear this thing apart. So if this was blown down, let's say that this comes over like this. It's laying a little bit like this. So for those that might not have been here when I was working on this last time, so what I want to do for this part is I want to make a reverse freeze time shot. I'm gonna do it like this. So let me make it look like it was just blown open. I want to have a shot transition from this picture, and over the course of 40 seconds, essentially, back down this hall with things going on. It's not the right blue, and there's a dagger there, and the hair is only 2 colors. You don't know Rainbow Dash. No, so in doing so, I want to make like essentially a what looked like a battle going on. But we want to have probably people just working on coming down the hall. So I'm going to need another bad pony. I only have one other raider model. Okay, and these are all scaled up. Yeah, there's a lot more to be added to this. I'm just in the very early stages of it. Ooh, is there any... There was, okay. Did I break any skill with those? Oh, they look fine, okay. Stretch your legs. Actually, that might not work because I have to do a run. Oh no, actually, this might work. Because I disabled the root. Okay, so I have people coming down the hall. Yeah, I want to figure out like who's going to be doing what in the hall before I start trying to position too much stuff, because I don't want to have them conflicting. A lot of items and stuff to fill the environment can be done with as filler, so it doesn't like whatever I need to fill space. Okay, that looks more like a canter. This will work because I had to have a push off. Okay. I was just using that as a base. So I'm going to definitely change this up. So I'm going to turn there. Got a guessing at what I'm going to need here for motion. If they're charging, I'm guessing this is going to be lower here. So I can probably put this hoof out more. We'll need a little bit more of a bend. Too much of a bend. So maybe look, it's curving like this. So I need the tail to curve that way to make it look like it was pulled that way. Okay, and then I was gonna grab all these and be lazy about it. Oh, I can't be lazy about it. Damn. The tail feels like it might be a little too bushy. At least for the needs. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of, they added a lot of juggler ones. That's awesome. And pick like, wait, there's one for that one. Oh. They're in groups. Okay, so I'll do this one as the off one. Well, I'll potentially be adding more like dirt and grime and everything later too. Putting it full raise looks weird, so I don't want, but I want to get rid of most of the white. I'm not gonna be really able to see your face, but it's more for my own reference. is gonna make her look really weird for a sec. Could just keep her like that. Because if I have the camera come through here, the whole point is I want to have it go like this, but then like scoot between a couple groups and then come back to a slowdown again, showing them all running down. What do you mean by folders? Oh, you mean like this folders, or music red effects? And I found a guy who ports for realistic games like I mean, there's people that port. Well, I don't know. Can you port effects? Because I don't. It depends on whether or not the effects. You probably have to recreate them in the engine. I don't think they work quite that much the same. But I mean, the more particle effects we have, the better it is, because they're an ass. No, yeah, creating the groups are easy. Just right click and group select the DAGs. Right there. And you can put as many things in there as you want. Keeping things organized is important. Now, if you don't keep things organized, you're just going to run yourself into a headache of a situation where you're going to be looking for things and you're not going to know what's where, and when you need to go and reference the file later, and so it's no longer fresh in your brain, everything's going to just look confusing. Yeah, early on, like if you go back to my early stuff, it was horrible because like I look at it and I have no idea. It's just a bunch of stuff, but I never really cared about organization. But when you start hitting like thousands of models for stuff, it's a good idea not only that, but to keep them named. So like here, these are going to be some like throwaway models, so I'm not going to care as much. Plus the name itself kind of defines what it does. By the way, it's like the first time you load something, just name it and put a number afterwards, and if you ever have to copy it to use it again, it'll just add the number. So if I need Raider 3, it'll just make Raider 3 automatically, and that's why I start with Raider 1. I think of things from like a programming standpoint, where I don't want to have Raider and then Raider 2. I need the number on the first one too, so it needs to be Raider 1. But like the frame, that's a main model that is going to be identified for only one situation, so I don't want a number because I want to make sure that stands out as something that's unique. Well, there's two things you're going to have to do. For one, yeah, you can right click to the group selected, but you first have to enable the ability to use them, which if you either right click anywhere in the background here, or if you click the little gear up here, just go to show scene hierarchy right here. If you don't, it doesn't have that option, and that's the way you're going to get the big mass of showing everything at once. So make sure that you do have show scene hierarchy. But there is a reason for not having that on. For one, it does let you see everything in one big mass list if you need, which could have its uses. The other thing is you can for some reason it opened up YouTube Music, and if it starts playing on my phone, it would have paused this. there's certain things that I don't know why, but they only show when you're on this view. Like they will not show it all if they have a hierarchy or if hierarchy is enabled. It's the only thing I've ever seen that with is if you say you have a override material on something. So I'm just going to select this and we're going to say yeah, let's go add float alpha. So now we have this wood disappeared because I have this number, but I can right click this and go and create animation set for element, and it'll say, okay, well I see that you have an override for alpha because it's a float value. You can do that between 0 and 1, sure. And so that'll pop up with a bone here. If I have scene hierarchy enabled, that doesn't show at all. It's gone. So the only way to actually see this is to actually have it under here, and this allows me to animate the alpha level with a slider. This one actually fades in very well. It's always this. It's hitting one value, and all of a sudden all the shading kicks in. But actually, that one fades out really well to 0. Normally, it kind of is crap. Anyway, that's the only time you should have to worry about it. If you want me to cover more about what I just did in terms of the animating alpha and stuff, I can do that too. I know it's not something I use very often. Most of the stuff I do is with matrix 3s, and they don't let you do that. Alright, so this raider needs a weapon as well. Oops, I just accidentally clicked it. I was gonna select model, but I need to save first. Should we give him a... No, I think we give him an axe. Yeah, out of axe. Maybe a pickaxe. This seems brutal. Ooh, that's brutal looking. Is that the Falmer? Ah. Yeah, none of these are just like fancy. I just want like a cartoony looking stupid axe, like that. Like that's just a hatchet. Why do they have an axe to hatchet? I like the detail on that. It's not as dirty as I want, but I can always make it such. Yeah, I have a problem there. Can I ask you a question? Ask you a question. I'm just like, bleh. Thing is, right now, I'm making this look like a defensible spot. If I keep backing up here, I am now still looking at a defensible spot, so it wouldn't be as much of a battle as I would be just seeing people running into a place. I might... no, I can make it work. I'm just gonna... Some things might not make any sense, though. Usually when you freeze time stuff like that, it's gonna be like that. Where I'm gonna have, like, things going on right behind this pony. If you think about the situation, why would she have ran by them? All, you know, kind of like that. But I'm just gonna throw shit out and not care. So this is definitely not gonna be seeing her face. I think the body needs more sway than that. Or was the radar too much, but... I wonder if... let's take this raider. I don't want to just have guns and melee weapons. And I want to make sure that there's no... If there's people getting hit with things, I don't want to have, like, physical weapons running in, like, hitting people. I want to have it be something that if you were to remove any blood, it would be PG-13. Even then, I don't know. They keep redefining what PG-13 is. Okay, so I'm not going to be in the way of this. What's my camera going to be on this again? Hold on. I'm using 50. So I'm just trying to find some shots here. So if I go and have the camera here, to show this shot, it's not going to work. So I'm probably going to have to sit at a 35. Because if I come through this, I can probably do it like... I don't know if I can do it with that. I just want to get this angle, and I want to make sure that there's not somebody else in the way of it. Because I was going to have it be like, have the camera come through and stop. I wonder if I can... Because I have to keep it going backwards. That's why I don't know if I might be able to push her in from the door a bit. because then, yeah, I can get a better angle with her. And I might turn her head the other way, too, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to utilize it that great from there. Okay, so this comes through. No, because it would probably arc a little bit through, like, to go to that. I just don't feel that that 35 is going to give me what I want. I hate going anything less than 35. I don't know. No camera. I might give the more unrealistic aspect ratio I'm looking for. Yeah, I think actually that's going to be the aspect ratio, which is weird. It's the first time I've ever used 24. It just makes things feel that are up close feel bigger, and things that are far away feel smaller. Normally not the best to use. It's very unrealistic, but that's kind of what I'm going for. So, but if that's the case, and we're looking at a camera shot that's kind of like, this, and then I put the radar back, I have an axe in the way. So this actor is going to need to be pushed away a little bit. Well, no, it's the normal cameras that we're used to seeing for movies and stuff usually sit around there, that'll work. A 30, anywhere from 35 to 85. It will go beyond that, but it just depends on the situation. That's just more of the standard, and so it's what I try to stick with, but it doesn't mean that those other ones aren't useful or have their uses. I just, a lot of what I see people in when they're making a video starting out, they'll kind of start with like say a 17 or like even a 14, and so they're looking at this like weird bit where it feels you're seeing way too much for what it is. Like this, it just doesn't feel realistic. It's great for, I think, shots like this. You can get some really cool action shots with it, but I just don't see it working otherwise. But 50, which is what this one is what's considered to be, if you're looking for a aspect ratio that is accurate to real life. So what you would expect to feel like, to make the viewer feel like they're actually standing there, it would be a 50, which is what this is. So that's usually, like, if you're not sure, just try using 50, because it's, especially if you're doing conversation, like if this person was talking and not running, this would be a much more personal way to top or to use the camera. Would be kind of like a mid shot with the 50. So in this case, we're going to do 24. Alright, so I should have some innocence having been down. I like going to Nutrifin's pack. Got a bunch of good no-names. Yep, no-names. Commander Hurricane. I always forget about that cloak, or that hoodie. thought that's how I usually find it was VN. There it is, model. Okay. Don't want anybody too brightly colored. I don't want pink. No. This one is already being used. Anybody that's brightly colored is just going to technically that was my cheese sandwich. Not cheese sandwich. Monterey Jack. These are the tiny little ponies. Yeah. Give some piggyback rides. Yay. Yay. Another place. It depends. Super excited. Okay, I'm sorry. I will fix you, phone. You're fixed. As there's going to be a lot of ponies in this shot, I'm going to probably start copying males. Like, for this one, I'm not just going to have ponies, or like without armor. I'm assuming that they're going to have some kind of defense. So I probably should give this guy some kind of armor. I'm going to assume that some raiders just don't care. And we'll just take whatever. Check pony. Sometimes it's hard to tell like what you look for pony stuff. There was the XCOM stuff that might work. Is it just helmets? I thought there was armor too. Landfill environments. That's bland. I just want some kind of armor. No. 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 Give him a hat. Just give him a vest. I don't even care. I'll give him this. Here, you got a vest on now. With all the protection it offers. Oh, I was like... confused for a second there. I'm like, why isn't I have all the points? This is the thing from last time, yeah. Gonna take a little bit. Whatever, this is like 1.6 something. I'll do the same. And the reason I'm leaving it clipping through the wall quite a bit is because I see bodies as being fleshy, so there is squish. So if I go and try to remove all clipping and just have the edges sitting there so there's nothing, it doesn't make any sense either. You would have to assume that he would be pushing against the wall and therefore have it squishy. Move them out a little bit and then move this down a little bit more. No. I wanted that one to be the defining one, but normally that would be the one that I want to leave with an open palm, but I can't because it doesn't have a palm. Yeah, there. Something bent at an awkward angle just implies that they're not living anymore. So, no, maybe he died from too many boobs. Jeez. One thing I need to make sure is that I don't add any Pegasus. Actually, if gravity had its way, it'd go the other way around. Minor detail, though. Okay, so if I want to make sure that he's... I don't care about him really being a focus or having somebody jump over him or something. I can get the lighting lower just so he's part of the scenery. Probably want to show sympathy in some way. I wonder if I can actually move him up. If I get it away from her a little bit. Because then I want to go back. How many bits for the music do I have? I can actually go multiples now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna speed it up only towards the end. Nope, this one's not gonna work. Okay, there we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then speeds up. Okay. So these are the time gaps I want to use. So, because I'm gonna have the camera backing up slow. So like within the first 7 or 8 seconds, I want to be like here, but then over that 1 second, I'm gonna speed it up to here, and then slow it down again for this time, but keep going this direction, but then have it refocus over here. So I wanna, because I would need to get to further back, but I want to give myself more time, or I don't have enough time to move it at super slow speeds all the way backwards. It's supposed to be super boring then. I'm not worried too much about the camera right now, though. So, because this is further back, I was thinking of doing a moment of a sympathetic moment. So, like, we already would show violence, then violence. So I want to have it go backwards to somebody that's looking at the man that's been downed, like wanting to help, but not, you know, being like, well, dude, you fucked. It'd probably be more of an emotional connection if you make it a female, though. How do I want to position her? No, I killed the guy. Mare's gonna be fine. But for now, anyway. No, okay, maybe she's not fine. She might have had a slight problem with her bones. I think they're all broken. Is she fine? My only regret is that I had bonitis. I'll make her a little smaller. She's a petite. Okay. So I can't have her actually standing here because that really doesn't make any sense. And if I want to have it be emotional, it's about getting the camera in close. So it'd be like having it like here. But how do I get her down like that? I can't really have her sit. I mean, I could, but laying down seems like something that would take too long to do. I could have her like crawling like she'd been hurt. So like down like this. Got a big butt. The word for that is called lame leg, isn't it? And it's like being, it's all messed up. It's kind of what I'm going for. I can actually like put in textures to make it work. if I should have it be instead. So still gonna keep it. She's being yanked this way a little bit because I need to have this shoulder probably up a bit more. Like she's trying to. I'm probably gonna turn it even more. Just trying to see what I can make work here. I think that I have to have this turned this way though, because she's going to be stretching for it. This one doesn't have the T-post fixed, does it? I don't think so. I'll fix the chest one in a minute here. Okay, so this is working a little bit better on this side. Where I was going for anyway. I don't think I can move it any more that way. Oh. Oh, these models that I'm using right now don't have the ability to have the like horrified expression. That's the enhanced models, but I can always replace them with the enhanced models. I don't. I mainly right now just want to get a lot of this. Like, is this going to work? If it just comes down to expression, well, hell, I can do that on anything. So that's the default position. I don't know what the default is, so I know that what is too much braking. I did that because I wanted their position to stay the same. I just wanted to make the tail smaller. What happened to this one? Got mixed up. It's usually 180s. I didn't solve anything. Made it worse. Oh, that makes it worse. That makes it worse. That's a good improvement. Okay. So another one of these fix it more. Nope. Nope. Okay, so it's just one of those messed up things. Ooh, hold on. Getting high on memory. That's not what that tail looks like. Well, I know how to fix. Sometimes it just literally breaks because they're stupid. These freaking jiggles. Oh. Oh wait, I bet you I know what it is. Yes, I thought. Okay. So it's being weird because it is incorrectly mapped. So I literally can't do anything about it without the model itself being fixed. I can't really get the look that I want on these ones, but I can on the others, so I'll just rely on swapping out later. I don't really feel like she's really... Yeah, I'm not really liking that. It only looks right from the correct angle, but... So if I move it like that, then I'm gonna have issues with the leg. Ah, screw it, I'll just deal with the other leg. I need her reaching, but that's just going to break the angle of everything else. I'm sure I should play with his ears too. Let's leave that for now. He is only napping. Context matters. I mean, I actually could just keep the camera going and like not even like pay them too much attention. I wonder if I should turn her. Because if I potentially get the head a little lower, might help. I like the stretch. That's gonna take chest 2. Rock. And that just really starts messing with her underbody, but that's fine. If I use the enhanced models, this might be a little easier because I can start using some of the fixes that some of this are implemented regarding positioning like that. Okay. Why does my phone keep buzzing? Okay. Family. Alright, so if I go back, I could do this shot. I could definitely swing back to do this shot. Depends on what it would look like though. So it's probably gonna look something like that, with lighting and everything done. And then it would, because it would be like a reverse kind of smooth motion. So this would mostly go backwards, and then when it passes through here, it would curve this way and have into like a it would curve backwards like this. But at this point, it probably would start midway churning like this to here, and like to further back here, probably start closer, and then have it kind of go like this, and then as it was coming in here, start churning back this way and come back through here. I'm almost wondering if I should animate it in forward in reverse so that it's easier to get everything figured out. I almost might put it on a separate rail that it moves on it on the rail separate. That might be easier. Let me do that. So what I mean by rail. I want to ensure that I've got the exact center of this. So, because of that, make it really big, and then use that for figuring out the distance between. So right about there, that's the exact center. I think it's funny that you can copy something, undo everything, and then still have the ability to paste it. So I copied its position, undid, so I didn't have the scale on there anymore, and then pasted it. So what I want to do is have this throughout this entire shot, up through 40, I believe. Yep. Or this point right here. I want to have it moving backwards at a consistent rate. Okay. Actually, this is going to be a consistent rate for a much longer period of time. For what I want the slowdowns to be. So if I attach camera 1 to this, backwards. So I'm going to have what I want to try to do anyways is I want to have the rail control the direction down the hallway like that, and only that, while the camera controls all the other directions. Because otherwise those little subtle movements like that are going to get destroyed. This is still moving too fast. Because all that extra or all that motion of slowly moving down the hall is just going to get railed by any slight other motion going on. So I'm separating the motion. Okay, that's about the speed I was hoping for on that. So then it would be from like, so here to here, let's say. Now I can do whatever I really want with this, as long as I'm not changing that. So can I do it like this? Yeah, it actually lets me do that. So I can still puppeteer it. I still, and if I do this, this needs to be more centered throughout the whole thing. So like this. No, you know what? I'm okay with it going like this. Okay. And then for this period of time, I'm going to have the rail speed way the hell up. Whatever it takes to get to that position. So we're going to say this is position. No, not yet. This position. Nope. This position. Yes. Okay, so we're going to scrunch all this into... Nope. So in this time, all I have to do is get the camera threading the needle. So, but now this motion is separate, so it's a lot easier to control. So it at this point needs to go through here. Okay. And it's going to move over here and down a bit. wondering if I should almost wait until this scene right here to do any of those. if I should almost then, because I like it more like that for sure. So let me get rid of these. These don't need to be there then. Well, you know what? I might be able to still make use of this. Because I could have it still back up to like just well, actually, you know what? Yeah, because I was thinking about doing it between a clean looking environment and then like destroyed, and that might actually be the time to do it. Have it start and look like starting with a clean, nice looking picture, but then have it like suddenly right here flicker or change to what it actually is. Just want to make sure my timing is right on that. This is actually what it should be. The only thing I'm not liking right now is that this curve here doesn't feel like it naturally reaches that position. I'm thinking that before getting to him right here, probably needs to have a bit more curvature into the inside here. And okay, that makes sense. But then I feel like over time here, this bit needs to get further pulled. Actually, I can free. Oh no, I can't because I need to make sure I stay on the rail. Go more this way. So I want to make it feel natural, like right here, there's a bit of a jerk in that position right there. So I need to smooth that a little. Actually, I'm going to smooth it to further out this way. So it has a very harsh spot right here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I just have to be careful because I don't want to. Because this would be the way to fix it, but then I'm just creating more without a fall off. But then this way I'm losing my. Oh, that still might work. That might be exactly what I'm looking for, actually. I thought I was gonna put too much, or ruin it too much. Now, do I want to focus on this, or do I want to immediately go to these fast motions? because I have to decide that like now. When like if I were to do that, I probably like one of the ones I could switch to, and I'm just gonna do a quick rough version of it. Would be to her, but that's it just doesn't have the same oomph to it. I feel like I need to keep backing up, but if I do another one right away here, I don't know, because I'm going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm already out of the hall. I can't go too much further into this room without having to build a lot. And then the camera at the end is going to come back in the last however long this is. So let's say the camera is right here for some reason. By the time I'm done. So I would need to travel from where I am now. Actually, you know what? I know how to do this easy. Okay. So, just need to ensure that I actually hit the frame. So this needs to be done. I just need to see what I'm working with. If I go too far back, I might cause issues. So okay. And the other thing is, let's see if I can cheat this. I'm really good at that. I want it to start slow and speed up towards the end. Like that. So that does work. Strong though. You go like that. No, I need to be stronger. And actually, it probably wouldn't even go to this close. Probably would be more like that. Because I wanted to still have it be the same picture, but I thought about having having hit the frame and crack the glass and having it get knocked back, and with the black background and like kind of abstractness, and then like through here, need to make sure I'm traveling through this again. I don't even know why I'm actually spending as much time on this as I am, because I'm probably gonna be doing this a different way. Probably following the rail again. But then, okay, so what am I looking at for motion blur on something like this? Okay, just as I thought. Sweet. So everything around it is blurred, but everything straight in the camera's eye is fine. Because then it keeps everything in focus that I don't care about. This is the only difficult part, this corner. As soon as it gets back to around the corner, then the motion blur clears up. Cool. I'll leave it as a reference. I don't know. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit on there. Seems exceptionally loud. Where's under dialogue? Whatever. So I think I will I kind of want to just actually have this happen every time because I want to space it out, but if I space it out then I'm going to be doing this would be everyone. But I don't think, because I want to at least do 2 different times for pacing. So it'd be 1, 2, then 1, 2. I want to make sure it's spaced right. I don't want to have it be like 3 fast, 2 fast, 1 fast. I want to have it be like 2, 2, 2. But I guess that would make sense. Or having a slow one. We go fast again there, and then I think that could work. Or does one slow work? I'm wondering if one slow would work, or one longer bit with it like this, because it gives the viewer an idea as to what's going on without having them zoom right by and missing something. So let's go slower and then have it go right into the normal pacing of like this, and then have the nice quick ones here. Let me try it. Oh yeah, I can actually find the timing for this. All right, so what is my camera? Is my camera still on par? Yes. Can't deviate from the rail. Okay, so if it was at this point. Oops. That's about where I'd want it, yeah. Oh, do I have my audio right? Okay. This is closer up than I saw before. That's better. Figure the part out later. Might be too disorienting. Yeah, it is. I don't think I can focus too much. I can't look too much in. I have to stay out. Wonder if I can have it loop around. I think I know my issue is I think it might be better if I was weaving the hall. Because right now I'm going and showing something to the left, and it would be to show something to the right. I think that's my main issue. Because what I can potentially do is take these, or that group, and put them somewhere else. I have the same thing, the same general idea, but instead put something else here that requires the camera to shift to the other side of the hall. Because then it would like sway back and forth. I think right now that's my main issue with why I'm not able to get what's like or what's right, because this goes backwards and starts coming backwards or down and to the right, which then I'm trying to correct by continuing to the right and then going right back to the left again. So I'm thinking if I instead have it so that it swings this way somewhere, that might actually be what would make something better. So I'm gonna undo all the stuff I did here. Okay. The reason I did it is I wanted to maintain the rails movement in there. Okay. So these two are going to be put for later. I should probably name these with, not by the weapon name, but either has it. Defender 1, shotgun. Defender 1, shotgun shell. This would be Raider 1. Knife. X, okay. Alright, so you two will go for now. Out here. Synchronized dancing. Shoof. I shall save you with boops, but I cannot reach you. No. Wait a second. Okay. So then what do I want to have done on the other side of the hall? To keep it kind of open and more looking correct, I can always take this pawn and have her like over here. Because if this camera continues on its intended motion, it would continue down and to the right here. If anything, having it cut close to this would actually be kind of neat. So it ends here. Yeah. So if I put this Raider up a bit closer. Oh no, I gotta be careful because this camera's gonna be coming back through here, and I need to make sure that it has the ability to cut straight through. And this is gonna let me. So, okay. So yeah, I gotta keep her where she is. Alright, then what do I want to put in here? Normally you can have like a person that's aiming to fire at the one that's the green one. But how do you get away with that if the camera's coming down and swaying? Because normally, like for a person, you could do over the shoulder with an arm holding it out, but for a pony, it'd be in their mouth or in magic. I wonder if I should turn the axe then. Yeah, I'm gonna need to turn the axe for one. Because I'm thinking I might be able to utilize it a bit more. Okay. So I could potentially put somebody here that could have been like just attacked by that one, or I wonder if I could do cowering. Cowering with a gun aimed down at them. I could do that. Did I already have a cowering animation or a pose though? I swear I did. I had opened these, yeah, I just never actually finished it. I think I might want to have one in the Heroes Will Rise. Did I make that? Oh, that's longer ago than I thought. Yeah, right there. So, okay. So I'm gonna go move. I might have one. Or I already have it exported. Hello, Midnight. Perfect. Ears are broken. You fixed. Yeah, I'm doing a reverse freeze time shot because I felt like the whole video is I was trying to make an emotional attachment to the instruments, but I still feel like something of what the future is needs to be shown to not only give the feeling for them in terms of their disconnect from each other, but is to the future that they created. So, well, I guess not they. They didn't exactly. They perpetuated it a bit, but it wasn't all their fault. Anyways, but so I was doing a reverse camera, so it would be for this. And there'll be another one right here where I'm going to be going to this. I'm just stealing animation from other stuff I've made. Or not animation, stealing poses. It's I want to be sad. Why is this leg so tiny? It's like this leg is tiny. This poor leg. There it goes. The leg is fine now. I don't even think this leg is like anything. I think it's just the base pose. The male legs aren't the greatest for that anyway. Camera's got to move further back than that though. So sorry, Lucky. Okay, that should be far enough. What was the distance covered from this one? Okay, so for this, it's about for one camera length. So not near as far, but I don't want to go too far though because I was gonna have the door be another stop spot, but it can go to like here for that, or actually it can probably go to like here. I want to have at least partially zoomed I'm gonna have it showing a lot of the stuff that's on people's faces and have all the environment in the background be what's building. I am cruel, yes. No, and actually, that's one of the difficulties with doing FOE stuff, though, is because you need to make it grimy and dirty and dark, but everybody is colorful pastels, so you have to almost choose colors that aren't, because otherwise it just doesn't feel right. Like, Pip is the perfect colors for that. Velvet and Calamity all work. But, like, this one, difficult to get pink to work. But in the story, there were people that were pink. So, I think Strawberry Lemonade was. Alright, so I need another raider, but it doesn't need to be those specific ones. I just need a... I've got 2 male, or in the whole thing I've got 3 males and 3 females, so I've got it balanced. But normally, I would think there would be still more females in the world. No, not enhanced. Don't want that. Try to save memory. But it's getting a female with crazy hair, because a lot of these, it's like this got cute hair, and that's not bad hairs. I want cutes. I'm gonna have to be careful if I start. Actually, you know what? I have one that would work. I'd have to recolor it, but it would work. Especially for this shot specifically. What you being all scared for? No! No! No upsies! No upsies! No! Gonna get the upsies! Not the upsies! No. No. She wants upsies. No, 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 no. Bad pony. Oops. I broke it. There we go. No. No, this is dirty. I broke it again. No dirty pounds. Dun 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 dun. Face of evil. This is when the murder is happening. Yes. Okay. Need to undo. No more upsy horse. Is there poses I can steal from something? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. I don't want the full pose. Really? Okay, hold on. This really is an error with this model's eyes. Damn it. Not my error, it's models. One of my pet peeves with eyes. Okay, so the bugs me is that, oh no, not this, I need the VTF. Okay, wait, eyeball's fine. I need pupil. Okay, I fixed that one. That one's fixed. Yeah, these didn't get checked. Go back. Where'd my windows go? Alright. Because normally you need, if you don't have these checked, well, okay, so the right eye is, you missed the left eye. So what that's doing is, if I'm up and close to the eye, it's nice and close, or good and in focus, but as I back up from it, it gets blurry. So it might not be hard to tell on the stream, but I'll be able to do a comparison in a second here. So as you go further away, it lowers the detail of the texture to increase processing, which is okay for games and stuff, but when you're trying to do a video, it seems awkward because things just drop in quality, and it might be that you want that to be a focus, like if a character's further away. So it looks out of focus when everything else is. And normally in the game, I guess you could say that everything would have that level of detail, or potentially have that level of detail, so at least better blend. But in this case, I don't want that. So if you can't tell if it's out of focus, but it is, and then if I go and this might crash me. Because I'm sitting really high in memory. But once it comes in, it will be nice and crisp. You can kind of see it with the other eye. Intense game of Bop It. I had a conversation with a friend that we came to the conclusion that Bop It could make it a really good horror movie. Get that in a sec here. So now, yep, now it's nice and clear and perfectly in focus, just like this one is. There's no phasy or haziness to the eyes. So, but they must just missed it with one of the eye textures. It's creepy. But no, we had the thing of like a Bop It, like if you were standing in the middle of a forest and it was a foggy forest and you're just standing there and it's just quiet, and then just out of nowhere you just hear Bop It, like from omnidirection, and like whoa, like then like twist it, like I would fucking freak out. It's just like fucking creepy. Is there dirt on the cutie mark? Oh yeah, I forgot that's how these work, because it doesn't go all the way up like that. That's fine. Okay, am I still gonna have I might have issues with the camera if I keep it like this, because this camera coming back. Yep. I mean, I can adjust that to a degree, but the camera that's coming in for this, as soon as it's done here, is going to be flying back up and hitting up like this shot. Well, I guess this would be starting low, so it would probably be going low, and then, I mean, I can have it churn back this way, like have it loop around and go woof up here. But I want to keep the full hallway in view at all times. I didn't choose to zoom on that, did I? Yeah, we thought it'd be funny. I think there's a Bop It model, and I originally downloaded it just to make something stupid with that. I can't remember if I downloaded it or not. Yeah. I have a freaking Bop It model. I definitely could do something with that. I'd have to make all the audio, but it wouldn't be that difficult. Okay, so we got the camera turned around to here. I would have to have either... this person would have to be either backed up to here to allow for the camera to pass. Or I could have a different pose altogether. Have them instead be... I reloaded the materials that dropped on my memory. That's nice. Have them get more into a prone pose. The weird wigs. Weird wigs. I buck apples. But then I could have this one go down, lock your shoulders. Don't really care about this side. You can't see the leg. But I definitely want to have it stretched out. love when camera's not going to see stuff because it doesn't matter. Just break the leg. You can't see the shoulder. You'll see the bottom leg though. Might need the enhanced model for this one too. The facial expressions are way better on those. Even this is just a standard male model. I only have one mouth gun. So it has to be... Well, no, that's a mouth machine gun. That's not what I want. And I'm pretty sure that is also a gun. Why am I in TF movies? What do I want? That's a little Macintosh. Not the same thing anyway. Yeah, that's this one. But that's also not as high poly as I remember it being. Yeah. That's the only mouth gun that I know. Which means that I'm going to have to rely on normal guns. But it still feels weird even just using in Magic a weapon that doesn't have a traditional handle. Just because it makes people spend too much time thinking about what it is. Oh yeah, there's this one too, by mouth. But they're not going to use... laser weapons. That's the Doom pistol, but I swear there was a... I thought I had a Fallout weapons like grouping. Did I not? Workshop hunting. Ooh, what is that? That's a nice looking terrain. Another thing to add to my list of things I'll forget I have. That's not what I clicked. Most recent does not mean go back to other things. Always a good idea to check these every now and then. Oh, trains too. What is in here? Is it... Ooh, is there mountains? Ooh. Well. Terrain. Okay, that's nothing I normally never search that. I'll have to remember to. There's one I already grabbed. Baseball stadium. That could work nice. Earth. I only have one of those. Okay. We're looking for... I forgot what I'm even looking for. Fallout. There's rockets, Fallout 3 and New Vegas. There's a flare gun, and that's kind of a pistol, but I'm not seeing it. I'm just wanting the traditional 10mm. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that until I can double check. It's all I actually, what? There we go. And it says I have it. 10mm pistol. How did I not find that? Oh, because I'm in user mod, aren't I? Heh. Heh. Okay. There we go. It's pistol. Alright. Oops. Broke the pistol. I don't even know if I like that pose. Might be because of the weird, creepy grin she's got going on. Actually, probably put the eyes up to the pistol. I don't know if I like. I don't think I like that. I might have to think on that as to what to do with the posing, because I'm really close on the camera in terms of what I would need. It's going too fast for me to wobble too much, so even that I don't think it technically matches up. Flipping the hair a little bit there. I could do something similar to this and have him being held to the ground with the gun and then have it come up from underneath, or have it come even just down for an upshot. That might work. Because I'm gonna need background ponies, so I can definitely use like some of this, or like him right now as a like kind of like I'm using back here, where I'm gonna have them doing their thing here. Have him like in the background making up like some people that were grabbed. Yeah, I might have to check on that. Actually, no, there's 2 other poses I can load in here. I'm gonna leave it for now. There's a video I need to grab two poses from just to save time. And I canceled the video. We can have somebody doing a buck. Because I had the one where I got Trixie bucked in the face. But then I could just... Well, I guess the posing was really poor on that. I can still use the buck pose. Da, 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 da. Yeah, just her posing sucks, but definitely use the bucking animation. Oh, spin buck. I already have it saved. Okay, well, there we go. Rabbit horse. Dog, he's just foaming at the mouth. It's so cute. No, I don't want to save. Actually, the nice thing about working on this file compared to the other one is this one actually lets me... Why is your eye open? Whatever, it's probably just a glitch. So I'm actually just going to load Rainbow Model, and I'll leave it on that. Actually, no. Okay, I'm going to probably use her. Because I'm going to get to an issue where I'm going to have way too much crap loaded. And I'm going to start having memory issues. So I'm going to think about that now. And by doing that, I can take this pawn and just recolor her, and that saves an immense amount of memory. Wait, so what pose do I need her locked at? Fully extended or partial? No. I'd say right about here. Probably need to fix this up a little bit. I might not make her a raider. I might end up making her just like somebody trying to defend herself. Actually, she's gonna churn. Should be otherwise easier. I should have actually thought about that when I did the leg positioning, because it was already built to go the other way. So this is backing up. I probably won't make it an actual shot, but something in the background. Play with those right now. It's friendship bullets. They spread friendship at a few hundred miles an hour in small metal casings. But anyways, it is 9 o'clock, and I'm hungry because I haven't ate since like noon. So I need to go get some dinner. So I will stream on Friday. We'll work more on that. It's gonna probably take a while to get through that, but we'll get there. So good night. Good night. Good night. Hutch says no for the night too. Oh wait. Oh. Let's forget the kitty now. Can't forget the kitty. Okay. Now we can say good night. Alright, good night.